Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a big warning for every single one of you that is still sitting at home and is bearish on Bitcoin, because we are going to have a look not only at the chart of Bitcoin, but I'm going to share with you some very interesting metrics and explain exactly what this means for either the shorter term time frame, but also for this bull market in general. So guys, thank you so much, because in the previous video I asked you guys to drop that like button because we need to get some acceleration going on right here, and many of you did. We got twice as much likes in the ratio of views, so that's very beautiful, and I want to thank every single one of you for that. We always start with the Bitcoin price, so let's do it right now as well. Guys, in yesterday's video we went through all the derivatives exchange data, and it was actually showing that we are kind of in limbo. So we are not extremely bullish, not extremely bearish in the short term time frame. It's kind of in the middle, but in terms of time of the bull market, things are of course very bullish. So I do expect, or I think it's likely, that Bitcoin in the shorter term time frame, based on derivatives exchange data, can see a correction or pullback. However, guys, in the bigger scheme of things, and maybe even I'm wrong about the shorter term time frame and we're just going to go higher because we haven't seen a significant pullback yet. We just keep on holding on these levels, which eventually, guys, from a purely price structure perspective, so just looking at this chart, it is extremely bullish. Okay, so if you are bearish right now, guys, ask yourself, take pen and paper, write down why you are bearish, and then look at it again and see if it is really true, because we are going to the first chart. This shows the deviation between the market value and the realized value. And what you can see right here, guys, is that we haven't even come to the red box. So the red box is normally where we are seeing a top in the Bitcoin price, but we haven't even come close to this box. We are halfway. We didn't even come halfway, and you could argue, and that could be maybe a good argument, that we are setting lower highs. So we have a high right here, lower high, and maybe a lower high is coming as well. But if you would draw a line right here, we still wouldn't reach that resistance level. So there's still the possibility of going higher. This chart looks extremely bullish, because even if we would say lower highs, we could also say the red box. Right, the red box, because generally, guys, in every bull market in the history of Bitcoin, every bull market, even the one right here in 2011, 2012, we topped the moment we've touched the red box. And right now, like if we would come to the number 6 right here, you could argue that we went very close and maybe it's a lower high, but now this argument is off the table because we haven't even come close. We haven't even come to the half point right here at number 4. So this is a very bullish chart. Then we have the Bitcoin RHODL ratio, and we can see it as well. This one went a little bit higher, but right now it's still in limbo. We haven't seen this extreme reading going into the red box right here. We are just in the middle, so there's a lot of potential upside. This chart, I gotta be honest, guys, is a little bit scary. This is the spend output profit ratio. So this is like how many Bitcoins were moved at a certain time, and then they compare that time with the price, and then they make this calculation. So often when this is going very high, we are seeing a correction. And we have seen a very high reading recently, and I know exactly why that is, because we have seen these old wallets, Satoshi era wallets, they have been moving 80,000 Bitcoin around. So they have been moving a lot of money around, and that is why this is such a high green candle, the highest green candle ever recorded in the SOPR chart, as you can see right here. What does this mean? Well, statistically, guys, and that is something we have to take seriously, statistically, looking at this chart, looking at the history, normally these high spikes are followed by a correction, and it can also be a short-term correction. So right here we had a big spike, right? This one, we still continued a little bit high until we had a correction. Here we had a spike, correction. Here we had a spike, correction. Here we had a spike, a correction. Here we had a spike, but actually we had a very small correction, but eventually we just went higher. So you can see already it's not a one-to-one signal, but this signal can definitely be explained with the 80,000 Bitcoin that's being transferred around. Why is this being transferred around? I don't know. I think no one knows, and only the ones that are having this Bitcoin knows why they are moving this around. this is one of the stronger charts that could argue for a potential correction in the Bitcoin price, and yeah, it's definitely possible. But in terms of the bigger perspective, guys, I'm just going to throw another chart at you. This is the reserve risk, and also right now we are in the green band. We are not even, or we are just leaving the green band into the white middle zone, which is completely still a safe zone, and taking profits at the red zone is normally what this indicator shows us. But anyway, we are not even close again. So there are so many charts right now pointing that the bull market is not even close to peaking out, and that we still have a crazy time ahead of us, guys. And this is also confirmed in the time, because if we have a look at the regular 4-year cycles, I will bring up the BLX chart for you guys with the nice drawings, and let's zoom a little bit out. Let's go to the 2-week time frame, and then you can see already, guys, where are we in the bull market? We are in this last phase of the bull market. The last phase, and the last phase, guys, in generally is the most crazy phase, and it always differs a little bit per bull market, right? So the previous bull market, that crazy phase, actually came a little bit earlier. However, this was an insanely crazy phase as well, because a lot of altcoins were going crazy during that specific time period. In 2017, guys, we had the last part of the bull market. Look at this. Like, look at, if we just take, and I'm just going to have some fun right here. We're just going to take this area with a drawing right here and just put that on the 2017. Look at that. That's so crazy what happened during that last moment. So I have to take it from here, right? Because it doesn't even fit inside of here. We have to take it from this vertical line. So that's roughly right here. Bitcoin went from 3,000, but let's take the middle, right? Let's take 3,500, 3,600, whatever, to the top. That is a 440% increase. And I'm not going to say that we are going to see a 400% increase right now. I'm not saying that. But a 200% increase, like doubling from the levels we are right now to 200K, maybe go to 180K, these things are all possible. Also, again, this was where altcoin season happened at the end. Also, when you have a look at the previous time before that, then we just take that period. It doesn't even fit. It doesn't even fit. So we have the top right here, we have the low right here. So that was from kind of like crazy. It's again right close to the low. That one went from $60 all the way up to $1,200. Can you see the amount of insanity that's going on, guys? And this is what I'm trying to say, or what I'm trying to do in this channel as well, to keep you guys in this mindset that to remain a healthy mindset and an objective mindset for the markets that we are trading in, because the markets are super emotional. They will pull you to negative, positive, and sometimes in the shorter term time frame, especially if you trade these shorter term time frames, then it's good to surf these waves. You actually want to surf these waves in the shorter term time frame. But if you are in the longer term time frame bearish, or you want to outperform all these smaller corrections in the last phase of the bull market, of course, if you sell now, Bitcoin is going to correct, and you buy, you are the smart man. In hindsight, it's very smart. But what if Bitcoin just takes off? Then in hindsight, it was not that smart, and it is all explainable in terms of time. For me personally, guys, the most important metric for investing and also trading, I personally believe, is the time factor. Next to the time factor, you have derivatives exchange data, you have all these charts that I talked about in today's video. I even don't think that these charts are more valuable than time. I truly believe that time is the most important metric when analyzing. And first of all, we could be in a dangerous time zone with seeing the 16-year cycle, something that I've been talking about as well, inspired by Bob Lucas, of course. We already passed that time frame. So with Bitcoin setting up right here in the last phase of this bull market, this is just an extremely bullish setup for the next coming months, for the end of 2025. And maybe July, we're still going to come down. In the 60-day cycle, we are on day 33. So yeah, maybe at the end of this month, we do get a low in the 60-day cycle. I don't know. I don't know, but what I do know is that this is the moment that we probably have been waiting for since this moment in time. So I'm personally not going to fade this. I'm not going to fade this. I'm not going to be active in crypto during all this time and to the last period right here to where things are actually going exponentially crazy, just leave. I'm not going to do that. Guys, do you get what I'm saying? I really think that the wealth transfer, or part of the wealth transfer, I think the part of the wealth transfer already happened here, because during this time a lot of individuals run into wealth. A lot of people that are owning crypto, they got into wealth, right? So this was already part of the wealth transfer, and this will become even bigger part of the wealth transfer. Maybe the next bull market will be even a bigger part of the wealth transfer, or maybe this one will be completely crazy, who knows. But right now, in terms of price setup and time, we are looking very good, and we can even back it up with a lot of on-chain data. So if you are bearish right now, ask yourself why. Share me in the comment section down below why you would be bearish. What is your main reasoning? And can you handle the situation that if everything does take off at the end of this year or maybe earlier, can you handle that you are sidelined and not in the markets? That is an important question every single one needs to ask themselves. Then guys, when we go to worldportal.com, we can see the sentiment is slightly bearish right now. It is bearish. And we can see that the meme season index catching up a little bit. We are going to the level 30, right? It was hovering around 10. So this basically means that more and more meme tokens are starting to outperform Bitcoin. And guys, again, this is perfect for the timing that we are in right now, because in that last part of the cycle, we are going to see slowly more and more strength coming into altcoins and into meme coins especially. So if you want to know which altcoins are doing best, which cluster of altcoins are outperforming, make sure guys to check worldportal.com. We built this meme season index, of course, for you. It's free to use. This is for memes, but you can also look at the gaming season index, DeFi index, but also ISO 222 token index. So we can see, for example, right now this one is a little bit lower. So memes are outperforming the ISO 222 tokens. So if you are looking for some trades in this regards, you want to look at some meme tokens. But maybe we have some other things that are outperforming even better. So we have the DeFi season index at 27. And what is the gaming doing? I think gaming is really low. Gaming is just not catching any hype right now, as you can see. So it's a 0. So if you are looking for altcoin trades right now, memes are the place to be, because memes catching the most hype. And this is how you can use the season index for your trading. Okay guys, that was it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for the previous videos, guys. You guys dropped so many thumbs up on the previous videos. That gave me a lot of energy. Thank you so much for that. YouTube likes that too. The growth of this channel likes that too. So keep on doing that. Keep on subscribing. Keep on commenting. Keep on dropping the thumbs up button. Very much appreciated, guys. If you want to support the channel in any other way, we have some exchanges that we do recommend in the affiliate links down below. If you join one of these exchanges using that affiliate link, you'll get a bonus, we receive a commission, so it's a win-win situation for the channel and for the viewer. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Wish you all a beautiful day, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video. Bye bye.